Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I did do a little channeling, and I will get to that in a moment. But first, I want to take time to thank you so much for your support, for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel and allowing me to do my soul's work, which is to spread the news about the light and the effort that we're doing and the elevation of the planet. And so it means so much to me to be able to do this work, and so you help me. So I don't know why I'm having trouble pulling in my thoughts. It could be Mercury in retrograde, but I really haven't had that problem except with one other sign today, and they ended up getting the throat chakra thing. But this doesn't even feel like I can't talk. This feels more like clarity of thought. And so I'm wondering just, how muddled up the transmission and the information is that you have coming in from spirit. If it's a little muddled, and this is the third time this year you've had Mercury in retrograde in a water cycle and in a water sign, and so it's likely to hit you more. And there is the this time it's happening in your 9th house of your communication with spirit, of long distance travel or research, and so maybe some of this is playing into it. So we'll see. This is a very busy week ahead. And so the channeled information that was really interesting for you, what I saw. Oh, before I forget, subscriptions. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. If you've hit the notification bell, select all, you should be able to be notified whenever I upload a video or go live. I understand that did not happen. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. And so I apologize if you missed it. The video is up. We got into the divine feminine and masculine, and it is time stamped. I put it in the comment section, which apparently was confusing and not everybody found the timestamps, but that's where they are. Heads up. Okay, so what I saw you doing was you had a backpack, and the backpack was it was brown. I don't know if that means anything to you or not, but to me brown is very grounded energy, which water sign Pisces, grounding is important. And you were kind of sorting through the bag, unpacking and repacking, and trying to figure out what it was that you were planning to take with you on your journey in this backpack. And you just had the backpack. And I thought, well, good for you, Pisces. That is you sorting through, and this is what Mercury retrograde really should be helping you to do. Lots of opportunities this year. It started out in your sign, that revising and editing and going through and seeing what's important, what's not, and doing the deep diving. And so here we are again doing a little more deep diving. And then this week we have this we start out with the moon is in Taurus, and on Monday is the 11/11 gateway. And so with this gateway, what we have going on is when I got into the energy of that, what I saw was like these stones stacked up to make a doorway with a like the stone lintel on it too, right? And so you walk through this passageway, and there was this like 3 feet, and you were right into the cement wall, and you had to make a sharp left. Now left is the receptive, the yin energy, but you couldn't really see down the hallway, and so it's like a blind passageway. Like you don't know where you're going. Nobody knows where they're going right now. And this portal is more like the next step in the journey, but it's not the destination. And so some more work needs to be done, some more sorting through your backpack, deciding what you need, what can you take, because you can't carry everything down this passageway. It's too big, it's too narrow, it's too sharp of a turn. So what are you leaving behind that no longer serves you? And so asking St. Michael to come in and cut the cords of negative energy, to come in and cut the contracts, the soul contracts. When we are incarnated, we go through that veil of amnesia, and we can't remember past lives, mostly, right? And so we make soul contracts with people to come and help us, and to work through karmic issues for past lives. Now it could be the souls that you had the karmic issues with, or it could be someone playing a role that's similar to trigger it so that you can work through, because you could be on the other side of the coin this time, but it's working through the karmic issues, because now is the time. We're at the dawning of the age of Aquarius. We're moving out of the Piscean age. And so we need to leave behind the karmic crap that collected in this age of the patriarchy taking over and pushing out the divine feminine energy. And there's a lot of karma that grew up in it, and just, that's the Me Too movement. This is all part of it. So releasing all this and letting it go. And there's other things too, but everybody has their own karma, and then there's the collective karma of the world that's being dumped and released. And so there's stuff going on, and it's really from a very objective observer only point where you step back from it and you don't get emotionally involved and you just look at it. It's fascinating. The scientist in me is fascinated by it. And so releasing of that karma and letting it go, that's where, you're doing the right thing, working through that backpack. What are you going to take forward? And so this full moon that happens on Tuesday morning at 8:34 in the morning Eastern Standard Time here in the United States, it is that full moon in Taurus, which is that taking your dreams and bringing them down into reality. It's the practical planning at the next stage. It is the releasing of what's not working, the trimming, the cutting back, to bring in that creative energy of the full moon in the beaver moon, which is a creative moon. And so when I was trying to get into the energy of that, what I did see was the big beaver dam over the lake, and the I don't know, whatever it is, the mound that they create with the mud and the sticks, that's where they live, their little snuggy spot, where they go down deep into the cold water and come up into this dry, warm space to nurture, to create, to rest. And so that is what this energy is about. This is the Scorpio energy of diving deep into our emotions and allowing them to dissipate and coming up into the womb of creativity, the death and the rebirth process. And the full moon at this degree is all about that energy of hanging on tightly and not wanting to let go, of protecting our possessions, afraid that someone's going to get them. But there's enough abundance in the universe, right? It's an infinite amount, and it's available to you. So open up your hands to receive. Make that sharp left. You don't need to take a lot with you. There's plenty when you get there. So being willing to release, be willing to let go, be willing to make the journey traveling lightly. Okay, so overall energy, I'm getting that from the wisdom of the hidden realms. I have to tell you, this has been a heck of a ride today. My head is so lightheaded. Spirit has been delivering some very interesting messages. This is not my usual readings. It might be the way we're going with them, but it hasn't been so far. And it's, wow. Oh, look at you, the Queen of Light. Illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. You guys are doing fabulous work. Fabulous work. Way to go, Pisces. You're a light worker, right? We're all light workers. We all came here to do this work, to live in the moment, to find the joy, to find the lightness so that we can collectively elevate Mother Earth from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. You do need to anchor down into your root chakra. You do need to feel safe and secure. You need to not be carrying too much baggage, but you're doing great work. That's a very exciting card. All right, let's go ahead and see what we get here for this Taurus moon, this full moon, and see where we're at here. So I'm using the Mystical Shaman Oracle. I'm going to actually read to you from the book because these are channeled messages from Spirit, and it felt so important today that we do it verbatim. So, the hummingbird. The hummingbird. Your messages feel very simple and soft, and I think it's because that knapsack was so light. So it's a 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. That's infinite abundance being available to you. And so we have, despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers. Migrating between North and Central or South America to feed from the summer nectar. The gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. That was that energy of hanging on tight. Hummingbirds teach us to be gentle to ourselves, to protect our personal space. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest. Wow, bypass the dung piles of old pain and hurts and head for the flowers and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so softly. Yeah, way to go, Pisces. Nice. That's what it feels like. That bag was so small. It was like a little rucksack. It wasn't even like a full-blown backpack. It was like something you would see Indiana Jones carrying. It was small. You're doing good work. Let's get a little bit more on this full moon energy here, and then we'll move on to the rest of the week. New moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Yeah, you guys, wow. This is amazing. So, we do have the new moon in Sagittarius coming up in 2 weeks. I want to suggest strongly that you go ahead and be thinking about where you want to plant the seeds of intention. Where do you want to, it's a crossbow, right? Pulling back the bow, and I guess that's a regular bow, not a crossbow. But where do you want to shoot your arrow toward? Where are you intending? Wow, it's very simple. Just another one card. Okay, so on Wednesday, the moon at 3:46 a.m. is going to move into Gemini. And this is a very public arena for some reason. There's the reputation, the light of the moon is shining on it. There is this need for self-reflection. Okay, but this self-reflection is different because this is public self-reflection. So the energy of this is, first off, Mercury's in retrograde. So be aware that what you're trying to present to the world verbally or in written speech might be misunderstood because of communication issues, right? So choosing your words carefully so you don't sound boastful will be good, but also understanding that what you reflect out into the world is going to be reflected back to you. So if you're putting out positive energy comes back. If you put out sense of self-confidence, then you will attract opportunities to you. But if you are putting out the negative, if you're putting out the victim attitude, then you're going to attract in opportunities to be the victim, to have negativity come in. And so right now, remembering that the energies are so strong for manifesting, that it is important that you focus on manifesting positive and good things that bring pleasure and joy into your life. Because each individual, as they raise their vibration to this joy-filled vibrational level, then collectively we raise the planet. So individually you'll attract more opportunities to you, but collectively, this light worker energy here, you will be raising vibration. And you have here visualize success. Yes. See yourself doing well in the situation. Have faith in a positive outcome. This has shown up so many times today, I can't even tell you. Spirit really wants us to be putting out the goods, visualizing the success, visualizing the good stuff and the abundance, the infinite abundance coming to us. It's key right now. It really is. On Friday, the moon is going to move into Cancer for you. That is your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity. And that creativity is really key with this energy over here of the the full moon, and the opportunity to create. And it's about nurturing and the mother energy. And so there's a lot of creativity and growing and birthing an idea, and something that you really want to bring and birth into the world as a new idea, a new project, a new something that it brings joy and happiness. It's your soul purpose. That's what's happening here. opportunity to really seek that out and to find the balance in your life and the beauty in the moment, and commit to remaining balanced, to finding the beauty and the joy in each moment, and to remembering that you are resilient, that when you cut back, when you release yourself from the dead weight, when you ask St. Michael to come in and cut those cords of negative energy and to break those contracts of negative karma, and you ask St. Raphael to come in and bring his healing green energy light, that you will grow, and you are resilient, and you are strong, and you are magnificent, and you can visualize success, but more importantly, you will attain it because you can manifest. The power and the energy of manifestation right now. What do you want? You have reliable, but she's being creative and she's playing, and I really think that it's important that if you're trying to create something, that you keep a schedule, that you work at it daily. It's practice, 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 practice. Be reliable. Be committed to the reliability of this project to yourself. Commit to yourself. You have received healing. You have received healing. That nurturing energy, it is there for the taking, and you have breathed. Make sure you spend some time in meditation. Stay connected to spirit. This is beautiful energy, Pisces. You've been doing the good work, and it's starting to show. Remember that what you put out into the universe is going to be reflected back to you. That's really key. All right, so the last card, well, the last deck that I'm going to be pulling cards from is the postcards from Spirit, because I really felt like I really wanted to just get some more messages from Spirit. I am going to have to read these, and they're small print. Some more light. More light is necessary. Okay, so, dear you, oh my, things are stirred up and change is upon you. This is a cause for celebration. This says celebration, right? So excellent. No need to be nervous, but know that it is okay to be afraid when faced with uncertainties of life. The funny thing is that courage doesn't... Hold on. The funny thing is that courage doesn't get mustered in the absence of fear, rather in spite of it or even because of it. Step into the unknown now. Let go of the branches you are clinging to and let Spirit take the wheel and help steer you to your highest good and most wonderful adventure. All you need to concern yourself with is choosing courage as your ally. Leave the rest up to us. There is a load of miracles being shipped your way. Remember what philosopher Joseph Campbell said? Take one step toward the gods, and they will take 10 toward you. We are all doing the destiny cha-cha-cha on your behalf. That's right. Don't be afraid to dance. That creative energy, your opportunity to chase down that soul purpose, that thing that you've been thinking about, that thing that you've been wanting to do, that thing that you want to create. See yourself creating it, seeing it being successful, asking for Spirit to come and help you. They are trying. They just need you to let go of the branch and get into the flow. I just saw, oh gosh. I just saw my sister and I, we ended up in some really high water. We were clinging to a branch. If we had let go and we had gotten into the flow, I wonder where we would have ended up, because what ended up happening is we didn't let go, and instead we had to climb out the other side and walk through the brambles and the underbrush, and we got so cut up and chewed up. It was a horrible experience. Makes you wonder. The road not taken. All right. Don't be afraid to go for it. Spirit's got you. You take care. We'll talk again soon. Have a great week.